Hey y'all, so this is going to be somewhat of a quick video and I'm just going to get straight to it, okay? So first, what you need to do is go to the main menu if you're not there already and go to features. Then the first thing this year, we're going to go down to customize HUD. Very, very important, all right? So go down to shot feedback and make sure your visibility is on all shots. When you guys first load up in the game, it's going to be on simple. Just make sure you put it on all shots so you can see every single thing. And make sure this stuff is like this is on as well if you like to, but put all shots on for visibility. That's the super most important thing. Next, shot meters. Make sure you turn your shot meter off. I know you guys want to shoot it on, but I'm telling you, learn your jumper. Find the one that's good for you, that's perfect for you, that you can time. Learn to time it and turn your shot meter off. I promise you it's the best thing. Now for layups, I keep mine on so I can learn how, so I can time it, if you get what I'm saying. But free throws, mine is off as well. For your shot meter, you got the arrow, the ring, and then you have the dial. Now, I'm going to stick with the arrow because I personally it's easy for me to look at in time. But if you guys want to try out the other two, then be my guest. Color, personal preference, size, personal preference, and your placement is personal preference as well. So that's all on you guys. And the rest of this, you guys can customize to your liking. Now go up here to controller settings. And this is where, again, some of it can be personal preference, but this is what I recommend. But for those who are playing, that are new to playing 2K, you might want to go a different route. So for vibration function, I like to turn this off. Some people like to play with it on because it doesn't bother them, but me, it bothers me, so I turn it off. Trigger effect, definitely off. If you guys play with this on, I don't know how you do it, but please turn that off. Just for me, just turn it off. All right, so for your shot timing profile, you guys know that we have difficulty based, real player percentage, low risk reward, normal risk reward, and you got the high risk reward. If I were you guys, I would pick the high risk reward. So it says jump shot timing considerably affects the shot outcome with a higher chance at making shots with great timing, but also a higher chance to miss with poor timing. So to me, and been playing this game a little bit, this is the best for me, but you guys can, of course, stick with difficulty base. That's what it is defaulted on when you first load up in the game. So it's all personal preference when it comes to that, but just try out high risk reward. You probably won't be disappointed. Now for layup timing, again, put that on high risk reward. Free throw timing, I use user timing. I don't know anybody who use real player, but if you try it out, let me know. So for shot timing visual cue, I use push. I always love push, but most people I've seen use set point and release, but majority of people use push. It's just the easiest time. That's why I use 2K24, and I'm gonna continue to use it here in 2K25. For shot meter input type, I have mine on all. Pro stick function is on default. Pro stick orientation, absolute. Make sure this is on absolute, you guys. Not camera relative. Make sure it is on absolute, especially if you are a dribbler. If you're going to be a guard, you're doing a lot of dribbling, make sure you put that on absolute. Off ball offense mode is on absolute as well. For double team reaction, I have mine on manual so that you don't get sucked into a double team. If you guys like that, then put it on auto. It is defaulted to auto. So if you guys like for it to automatically go into double team, then be my guest, just leave it on auto. But I like mine on manual. Help defense button function, I have mine on double team. I think that's defaulted to that, so I left it at that. Call for pick and roll, I have that on manual as well. I like to call my own. For player icons on skip pass enabled. Icon lead passing I have on. Pro stick pass type I have on normal. Icon passing is on default. Receiver control, I have this on receiver get open. For hold lock pass buttons on skip pass. Passive dribble hand switches. If you guys do not have a Twitter, you probably don't know about this, or if you haven't seen or watched any of the other content creators videos about this, make sure you guys disable it. By default it's enabled, but make sure you guys disable it, because if you don't, you won't be able to control which hand the ball is in at all times. So make sure you guys disable it, especially if you are a dribbler. It will help you out. Please, please disable this, all right? For pro stick defense, it's camera relative. I don't change that. Shade indicator on who to guard. I turn mine off. It's defaulted on, the little arrow. I sometimes go back and forth depending on how I feel, but I am running with this off so that it doesn't pull me in the direction to go to to another player that I don't want to go to, if that makes sense. So I turn mine off, but it's personal preference. You can have it on if you like to. Box out assist strength. Default is at a 50. Depending on the position that you are in, you can put it up or down. I just put mine on 100. Back in 2K24, I had mine on 100. and it worked fine for me. So play with the numbers and see how you guys feel about that. For pass, target direction, distance, openness, I put mine up to 98. This is personal preference. I believe the default is like, yeah, it's like this. For default, it's looking like this. So you can leave it like this, or you can just play around with it. But I've been playing around with it, messing around with it, and I like mine all the way up. So that's what I did. But that is all for the controller settings. And one more thing, when you guys load up into the game, some of these features that you guys just changed in the controller settings in the customized HUD, they won't transfer into the game. I noticed that, so make sure when you go into MyCareer, go to options and your controller settings, and make sure everything that you did in the main menu is set here as well, because I had to change a few of them. A lot of them weren't on, especially in the customized HUD. I had to go back in here and I had to go in and put all of the stuff back on that I put on in the main menu, but for some apparent reason it came over here and it didn't have it in there. So make sure you guys check it to make sure it's on from putting it on in the main menu. But you guys, that is all that I have for you right now. I will be probably dropping this build pretty soon. I'm trying to get a little bit badges on it, but if you guys want me to drop it now, I will. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. If you got the game, I hope you are enjoying it. For those who do not have the game, I can't wait for you guys to get it. So far, it seems like it's a W. So gameplay a little slow, you feel a little sluggish, but other than that, it's fine for me. All right. But again, I hope you guys have an amazing day and stay blessed.